Yes, guys. Welcome back to another episode. It has been a while since the three of us were in this shared space. Colby and Matt, they gave me the axe one week and they took over. And then the next week, I think me and Matt took over. And then last week, none of us could take over. So there was no pod, which we apologize for. But we're back. We're better than ever. Guys, let's start this off like we always do. Colby, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm tired. Did a 4-game tournament this morning with my middle son, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, still have a few things to work on, but I was happy that it was our first one, so it was awesome. So
that's awesome. That's great. So no pickup though.
Oh no, I did pick up today as well.
Oh, you also did pick up. Okay.
Yeah, and I squeezed the birthday party in there for one
Let's
of my
go.
other son's friends. Dude, oh my god, it's so tiring sometimes, bro, being a parent.
It's terrible. Matt, you're kid free. How was your weekend, sir?
My weekend was good. I had a wedding yesterday, so still a little tired from that. But even though I'm kid free, I am now a dog dad. Proud dog dad.
You are, and you got a fancy new haircut.
I do.
You took a week off. You chopped it off.
Chopped it off.
Who is she? Okay, cool. Let's get into this. We're gonna do kind of a shorter episode. So the reason we didn't have an episode last week is we all mutually agreed there's nothing nothing happened that we were like, hey, let's really talk about this. So this week we got a couple of us got some pickups, and then we have some other topics that we want to talk about, even though this is the Bootcast podcast. So let's get into this. Colby, you were ecstatic. You've been blowing up the DMs between me and Matt. Show the people all the pickups. For the guy who's like, I need one boot only, and that's it. You have like 12 boots now.
I know, yeah. Well, actually, I've had multiple pairs of these, but these are the Mizuno Elite Indoors. I had the old ones. I actually sold them on eBay. That was one of like the eBay things I was trying to sell. It's got a new bottom, better grip, in my opinion. Still got the K leather. And then this is what I normally use for my indoor games, is these. These are the Morelia Pros. Got the bottoms. I haven't broken these in yet. I have the blue ones, but synthetic upper.
Okay.
When I tried the K leather guys, and I was just dribbling around in my house, I was like, God damn, I want the elite version of the turfs. So we'll see if I don't upgrade there, but and then
or return them.
Yeah, I could. Well, it's Unisport, so it's a little bit tougher.
It is hard.
A little bit tougher to return.
Yeah,
get it back overseas there.
Okay.
Phantom Sixes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
just the best colorway so far.
Yeah, I was tired of hearing about them, so I wanted to make sure I tried them on. Dude, Cyclone 360 is not bad. Justin.
Wow. Oh my God.
Right. Justin was
could have
right.
seen that?
I know. So these are actually directly from Nike. So I had to pay like full retail price with this. After tax was like $292. So these are definitely going back because I'm going to probably get them from another site for about $240.
Okay.
So, but
Initial thoughts. Initial thought
I really like. I love the fit. Way better. Toe box still, like for me, kind of like tapered, which is a Nike thing. It's fine. The grip knit is a lot less grippy than the GX2, which I prefer. I thought the GX2 was just a bit too much. This is fine. Even like this little grippier part. Where is it at? Like right here.
The harder part. Yeah.
It's not even like it's not too bad. Like when I like put these on like in the house, want to make sure they're still nice when I return them. But like just juggle them around, like it's not super noticeable. Like I think I'd really like these. Just got to give them a discount.
Okay, a few questions. Number one, so the Cyclone 360 is not your favorite, obviously. I know that. Matt knows that. Everybody knows that. But are you now like kind of like okay if like let's say a colorway comes out and it doesn't release an AG, are you okay wearing just the FG? Or are you like, I'd probably still not buy that colorway and I'll wait for a pair to have the AG?
I think I really do want the AG only because I've been using the Legend 9s still. So like this would be my primarily FG boot, and then I want AG for
you want a specific AG pair.
But specific AG. And like the one I have my eye on right now is the Reds. Red ones, I'll put them a picture on screen because, Justin, to your point, the EAFC boots should probably come out when EAFC comes out next month in September, and I really want to get a pair of those. But they're only going to be FG, Cyclone 360. So
I would be jaw on the floor if they do drop those in AG. I would be. Okay, so question number 2. Now, the way when I explained the fit was, I know it doesn't fit you the same, but I said it felt shorter at the toe than the GX1, but a bit rounder, so kind of like your feet could breathe a little better. Did you get that same kind of feeling that I did?
Yeah, well, GX2 ran a little long, and so like it was narrowed, but like it still kind of had like that extra bit of space. So this is like you said, it's probably more round, like I would say, but it's not. We're not talking like complete, 442 like big round Mizuno Morelia 2.
Yeah, of course. Not.
But yeah, I mean for a Nike boot, plenty of room.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I like to hear that. I love hearing armor. Can you just say it one more time?
Justin was right.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So, Matt, what are your thoughts? Are you starting now that you've heard Colby's positive experience? Are you thinking about getting the Phantom 6, or are you still like, nah?
I think I'm still in the same boat. I'm waiting for a good colorway to come out with AG. Okay. Even though I am more optimistic about the FG plate, having tried them on and obviously, seeing Colby's reaction, I still think for me, just my preferences, the AG plate is going to be the way to go. And the only colorway, honestly, that has been like, oh, I would definitely buy that has been that blue pair, the blue and white pair. So for now, I'm cool just waiting it out, see what else comes.
Okay. No, that's awesome. Okay, now, Matt, besides the pickup that I know you got and Colby knows you got, did you get anything else? Don't say what it is, but besides that one pair, did you get anything else?
The one pair that I currently have?
The pair that I have that you also have when you were texting me. And you're like, oh, you talked me into this.
Okay, I mean,
besides
I
that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this is it.
I want to hear about these ULs.
Yes. So I've worn these twice now. One more kind of recreational game and one tryout, actually.
Okay.
And before I kind of go into detail, first off, these are fantastic. They're a fantastic pair of boots. If you are a Morelia 2 fan, these are going to feel just amazing, honestly, on feet. When it comes to my preferences, I think this boot just slightly falls short when it comes to overall responsiveness. And every issue I had with the Morelia 2, which is not many, but sole plate, still an issue on this. Overall lockdown, as far as just like responsiveness in general, same issue with this. If not, maybe slightly worse just because it's so thin and kind of, trimmed down from the original Morelia 2. But the sensation is something you're not going to get from like any other boot. You get the full K leather upper. It's kind of that barefoot leather sock sensation you get, but it's so lightweight that it's weird because it feels like a speed boot, but then it also feels like a traditional leather boot at the same time. Mm-hmm. So to be completely honest, if the sensation of wearing them, like I had no issues on feet, it just like kind of comes down to my overall preference when it comes to performance of boots. It falls slightly into that same category that the XY Pro 3 fell into, where like I really had nothing bad to say about it. It just wasn't like the boot I was going to go to for like a game day boot. So that's kind of how I feel about these, to summarize, essentially.
So it's one of those like, it's a great boot, but it's not a great boot for me.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I did punch extra lace holes in them, and that did.
God. Look at that heresy.
Did help.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Footloose would be so proud.
It did help, but just not enough for me to be like, I'm gonna keep these and wear them as like one of my game boots. So
okay. Now I remember when we played the boot, like what do we call it? Like the fucking March Madness bracket, right? Mm-hmm. And you were talking to me and you were saying like, oh, I would if I had my M8s, I'd be set. Like I don't need any other boot. Mm-hmm. How come you feel that way about the M8s, but not those ultralights, for example?
To be completely honest, I think it comes down to the extra leather that is on those. Like while it does make it like heavier and a little bit bulkier, I think it just gives it that extra structure.
Okay.
That I would rather have when it comes to like performance purposes. Because even in this, you could tell it's just one piece of leather. So where you would have like the overlays for like the laces and like an extra extra leather around the midfoot and the heel, none of that is here. It's just one piece of leather all the way around with some stitching.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I think
cool.
just a little bit extra structure makes it just a slightly better performing boot.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when they went from the Premier 2, Nike Premier 2 to the Nike Premier 3? And it wasn't that they had like made it any synthetic elements, but they had taken like different grains of leather and like put them on the outside, and then they kept like the toe box K leather. Like I almost wonder if that's something that like Mizuno could do to kind of give it like some more support or structure. You know, I mean, at this point, it's like nobody's gonna like change any leather; they're just gonna do like synthetic. But
Yeah.
I think on that particular UL mat, like they thinned out the sides and like made it one piece of leather, but then they kept the toe box, I think, more padded, kind of like a traditional Morelia 2. I almost feel like I would have preferred them to like leave the sides more like thickened and like thinned out that padded like K leather, you know, like really premium area in the toe box. So
yeah, I think I agree with you. Because I will say when you have these on, like you can tell on feet how much thinner these are. Especially around the midfoot. Like you could tell it's just one piece of leather wrapping your foot, which on one hand, like is a fantastic sensation to have. Like your touch on the ball, it feels just like very one-to-one. But then on the other hand, obviously, like it then ends up just lacking overall responsiveness in the long run because it's just one piece of leather. So,
Okay. Final question for me. If you took the UL and instead of the Morelia 2, you put the Alpha sole plate,
I knew
would
this
it
was
be
coming.
the perfect boot?
Oh man,
Would it like even bypass your innovation pack?
If it had the standard Morelia 2 heel, I think it would be close. It would be close.
So you don't like the dress shoe looking heel?
Yeah, it's not. I had no real issues with it, but it does tend to lack overall lockdown. Like my heel wasn't slipping out and everything, but it just didn't feel as secure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like even though I wasn't having issues, like I just mentally wanted a more secure fit in the heel.
Yeah.
So
Okay, fair. Okay, well, I like to hear that.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I also would have preferred the old ultralight stitching over the Morelia stitching.
That's the M8 one, right? Where it like goes up and down too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's a little different. It had the old ultralight had like stitching here and here. It looked more like a Neo.
Oh, okay.
But then it still had like the Morelia kind of just cross stitching going across the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Now for me. I'm sad because I got a boot this last week, and my sweet prince, he's no more. He's laid to rest. He had a good run, like what, a year and a half? He still like looks good. He's still holding up, but man, I had to lay him to rest because his younger brother has come in to play. And you can already tell I've worn it. So see, Matt, I wore them. Okay, so they're not too clean. There's mud on them. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I got the Obsidian Strike, and let me tell you guys, they are everything I could have wanted and more.
God damn it.
Okay, so let's start it off. Okay, so there's a couple things that I'm going to show you guys that I think is important. Okay, so we're going back to the Rotero and the 24, right? Colby, you remember early on how we talked about the toe box, and like the shape was a little different, and then it was kind of like a little bit roomier and a little bit wider in the Rotero, but you know everything else is kind of the same. Okay, so with the 25, we have the exact same thing. Like it's not nearly like you can see it. I think this is a good colorways to show it. Like it's not nearly as pinched. And so like my foot breathes. So I like that. Now, Matt, when we talked about this, you were asking me a couple questions and I was like, yeah, you should definitely probably go down half a size because I know you're a freak and like your feet smothered. But anybody normal who just likes to wear their boots, like go to true to size, like you will be fine. Now, the main thing that I want to talk about with this boot, especially outside of the colorway, this leather. Okay, so the Obsidian Strike, fresh out the box, is softer than my broken-in Rotero.
Dang.
Then you're broken in Rotero?
Than my broken-in Rotero. Like, dude, this is butter, Matt. This is butter.
Well, so
like,
the finish
so
looks different too.
Yeah, it's like flat black.
Yeah, it almost like looks like that. It has like a leather grain kind of.
Yeah, you can see like
to it.
It does the weird thing. Colby, remember that? The weird ridges that we talked about? You like this one like straight. Okay, with the Rotero, like if you didn't know, like you were kind of looking at it, you might be like, oh yeah, that looks kind of synthetic. Like the moment you touch this, like you feel like it compresses like leather. Like this is this is still synthetic. This is still hybrid touch.
The tongue.
Yeah, the tongue is still hybrid touch.
Okay,
but that's how it was on the Rotero.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Beckham was the only one that had like the leather.
The Beckham was different. Yeah. But yeah, like there's just nothing else I can really say. Like this is a fantastic, like compared, and it does the same thing. Like it has the Predator on the single, like the Rotero did, instead of on the sides.
How's the heel? Because I know with the Beckhams when they tried to like do that, it was flared out. Is it just like a regular PRED 25 heel?
I haven't had any issues. I would say it's still maybe even like slightly like the opening is a little bit more pinched in than the Rotero.
I like that.
Like here's it compared to the 25. So again, I wore them.
It looks
straight
into
a game. Yeah, straight into a game on Friday. And if you've been following my stories, you saw. So the main thing, like I told you guys, like I did have some like heel rubbing, but I think the two issues were I didn't go super tight with it, and then I had my laces come like out, like inside out instead of outside in, like I always wear. So I think that might have played a part. But again, it wasn't like I have blisters or like anything like Colby, like my toes. It was just like some slight rubbing, you know, where you like where you could tell it's getting red, like you can see the literal hot spot. But dude, full 90 minutes in this, no complaints.
Awesome.
10 out of 10.
Other than the tongue, right?
No, I like the tongue. I like the synthetic tongue. But I will say, going back, like looking at the 24, I think this shape of tongue is so much better. Oh, here, let me put it this way.
The 24 tongue?
Yeah, I think it looks better.
Yeah, I mean,
I just like the actual shape of the tongue.
Yeah, I think like the shape as well.
This one kind of looks dorky.
I didn't like the 24 tongue at the very, very top where it has like that kind of like hourglass look to it.
Right. Right here?
Yeah, because it ended up like, you could even see it on yours. Like it like curled into itself at the top.
Yeah.
Other than that, I do like the rest of the tongue and how that was shaped better. But
yeah. But again, like literally no notes. No notes.
Damn.
Now I know that I'm gonna say this because Colby, I was wrong. I had to eat my words with it. I think there might be another leather one, so the two of you might have a chance to get something that you like better. But I will say too, do you guys ever wonder, like, what if the next leather colorway is worse? Like, what if it's like what was that ugly pack that said Predator really big?
Oh no, they wouldn't do that.
What was that?
They would not do that.
Generation PRED.
Okay, yeah. Imagine if that was the leather PRED.
They wouldn't do that. Like they're too
Would
smart.
they?
They're too smart, dude. And you know how I know this? Whenever the Beckham PRED came out, and that was, you know, like the leather Beckham PRED, not the pink one that just came out.
Yes.
The way that they did that and the way they advertised that, like the simplicity, the Beckham design, like how he went out, he put them on, started taking free kicks in them. It was perfect. So they wouldn't screw it up. I don't think they'd screw
but
up
again, that's
their
the
leather
Beckhams.
version. True.
Beckham did that one. He might not do the next leather one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they need a way to get the people that bought this leather one to then go ahead and buy the next leather one as well.
That's
so
true.
I feel like they're gonna try to one up it.
Yeah, because I mean, like if you compare just on looks alone, the Rotero to the Beckham, I would say the Beckham kind of blows the Rotero out of the water. Now I love the Rotero, but so it could be like the next one could be phenomenal. Who knows? It could be like Light Strike and it's a white one, but yeah, they did good. Like they established 94 on the outside, the Predator eye logo on the inside, the insoles standard. I don't wear these, but yeah, so standard. So yeah, that's where I'm at. No notes, true to size. Now Matt, you bought a pair in a night where you were easily influenced.
Easily influenced. Yes, I was.
Yours will be different than mine.
Mine will be different.
The AG.
I did.
Now, how are you feeling about the decision? It's like 2 days later. Do you wish you would have got the FG?
Fuck no. No. If these didn't come out with AG, I would not have got them.
Oh,
like I said on the
such a damn
podcast
shame.
a few weeks ago, I was passing, and then when these came out, and I heard that they had an AG option, I was like, Adidas, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, dude. That came out of left field. Like, I didn't see a leak about an AG.
No. That was like my reaction when the Rotero came out and we all figured out it was leather. I was like, oh my God, now I got to get these. That's how I felt with the AG. I was just like, I can't like be such an advocate for the the standard AG option for the PRED and then not get the leather one in AG. So yeah, I was slightly influenced and I bought an AG pair, and I'm gonna hopefully end up loving them. I might black them out because I still don't like the tongue, and I'll stand on record with that, but we will see.
Okay, and last thing before we move on, I just want to say that this limited edition box, like, this is the most overkill box that Adidas could have done, and I applaud them for it. Like, this new, like, it's like heavy-duty cardboard. Colby, you had it when you had the Copa Pure colorways.
Is it like the sandwich box where it just, like, splits into two?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And it's just a flat black box with, like, the chrome. But, yeah, and, like, the embossed Adidas on the side. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, it's sick.
But, yeah, this is a great box, so I do like that. I just wanted to throw that in there. Like, it is a very nice box. So, shout out to Unisport. Shout out to J Mike for sending these across the world to me in America in, like, a little less than a week, I think it took.
Yeah,
they're quick, man. They're quick.
Yeah, they got it good. And then I will have another pair coming in tomorrow, but I will save that for next week. Cool?
Cool.
Okay, so I mentioned this at the beginning. We're going to move on. Now, this is the Bootcast podcast. And if you have been a long-time watcher, you know that me and Colby used to do, like, a jersey of the week. And so every week, and then Matt, you got on it at the tail end of it.
Yeah.
We were all picking these jerseys. Okay. Prem has started back up. All the leagues, I think, at this point have started back up. Me and Colby watch Prem. Matt watches Serie A. Now, Nike has come out with these retro T90 kits for a lot of their third kits for their teams. And I want to talk about them a little because when I was watching West Ham just get, like, absolutely raw dogged by Chelsea, the thing I kept looking at, I was like, that is a great looking shirt. That is a great looking kit. Now, the T90 design is so good. Like, I think they should just use that on all their kits, honestly. Yeah. And I think that, honestly, if they would have done that, I think Nike could have beat Adidas for kits this year, which is rare.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling? Are you on board with me? Are you not on board?
I think, Justin, I think even if Nike had done all T90, I think Adidas still would have taken it for me. Just because of, like, how awesome the Liverpool kits are and, like, the blue Real Madrid kit, bro. Holy shit.
The blue Madrid is fantastic.
Dude.
All three Madrid kits, I just want to say, are fantastic. I see them all in person. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
Because what's the away one? Is it like a navy, like a midnight navy, or is it black?
It's like this. No, it's like a dark navy, but it's like got like a silver embedded.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just like this really interesting look.
Yeah, that looks sick. I don't know. I feel like. Oh, no, go ahead, Colbs.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's not to discredit the T90 either, because those kits look fantastic. I'm just saying, like, if we still put, like, if you put every club up with their T90s, like, for the Nike kits, and I think Adidas still takes it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just imagine this though, Kobe. We're gonna change our mind real quick. Liverpool comes out in a dark red with white accent T90 design. Are you telling me that might not take it over the current Adidas dark red with the white?
Bro. No, because of the nostalgia of, like, the
Brother.
like 07, 08, like, Adidas stripes, Liverpool. Like, no, like, that's it's pure nostalgia, dude. The long sleeve Adidas, you can't beat that.
I mean, at this point, we should just give you back to Reebok. So you live that 05 glory days.
Let's go, bro.
Big ass baggy Carlsberg.
I'll take it.
Okay, Matt, what are you thinking?
I think Nike hit it out of the park with these third kits specifically. I think Adidas still cohesively, I think, had a better launch for, like, you know, package wise for clubs. Yeah. But I think a few of these T90 kits are going to go down as some of the best kits of this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
specifically
see
the Chelsea one. Yeah.
The Chelsea one, I think, as different as it is, the Inter Milan one.
Yeah.
And I think that the Barcelona one is going to go well with the fans. I'm not a Barca fan, but I think that kit kind of
that color has been used a lot as a third kit, so I think fans are going to like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't love them. Like, I don't love the Jordan, or I'm sorry, not the Jordan, PSG one, the red with the blue.
Yeah.
The blue. Not my favorite, but
yeah, I agree.
But the Spurs one has the classic Spurs logo in the middle.
Yeah. And they finally did the sponsor, not red.
Yes.
And they had it match the kit. Good move.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Dude,
Now, Colby, your third kit still has not officially come out yet, correct?
No, I want that green.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that
look fire.
EQT green.
EQT green, even
Yeah,
though it's
yeah.
pretty much a blue. But
Blue.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's such a
that's
good.
found out
kit.
on our green episode. If you guys want to go back and watch that. Yeah, guys. Speaking of Spurs, man, Thomas Frank engine, bro, freaking 2-0 on Man City.
Dude. It's crazy.
Wild.
You know what's crazy? I think even last season, I think Spurs were like City's big crypto. I think they have been for a few seasons now that I think about
yeah,
it. Like somehow Spurs always either wins or like draws against City.
Yeah.
But City did not look like City. I'll say that.
Dude.
yeah.
And
Dude, I don't
then
think City's looking
go ahead.
good this year at all.
I think they look okay. I'm not gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw this too. Home debut for our boy Jack Grealish at Everton's
Yes.
Stadium.
Two assists.
2 assists, dude. They were good assists.
It's crazy.
He's
I'm
back.
Glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I love Jack.
Jack is
So
back.
I'm glad he's finding some form. Unfortunately, United drew today with Fulham, so we move on. And then Liverpool.
We play tomorrow,
You play tomorrow.
which
Oh, that's
technically will be 2 days ago when this podcast comes out. So
right. Yes.
it'll be a win.
Yeah, we'll
Call it now.
Let's not get
We
crazy.
lose. Watch me lose.
Let's not get crazy. You already
Oh,
lost
man.
Crystal Palace,
Bro, it's against a Newcastle, and they're all in. Okay, I want to ask y'all's opinion on this because like we were
God.
DVD away from this.
Drama.
All right, when a player like Isak or I'm trying to remember some other players that did. I think Aubameyang did this with Arsenal or like Sanchez at United or Arsenal. I don't remember where he was when he won the trade.
Sancho.
No, Sanchez, like Alexis Sanchez. Yeah,
No,
Sanchez.
I know, I'm saying Sancho,
Yeah, Sancho
though.
did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rashford. Like
Yep.
when these players throw fits, they're like, I'm not going back to my club. I'm training by myself. I'm training over wherever. Does it kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth? Like even though we want Isak, it's like he's kind of throwing his toys. You know what I mean? Like, what's y'all's opinion? Like y'all want a good player, you want him to come to your club, but the guy's throwing a total fit at his old club. Does that like have red flags for y'all?
Matt?
I would say a little bit, just because like at the end of the day, this is a job, you know, like you're getting paid, you're working to make this money, even though it's like a professional sport. You know, it's just so a little bit more professionalism. Like if you're doing this for the love of the game, like I get it. I understand, you know, you're in a frustrated situation, but you're still getting paid. You're still getting money for it. Like get through it, you know, figure it out, and then you could, you know, have a better situation. I feel like publicly, like being a role model for like a bunch of like kids growing up wanting to play soccer, like you're trying to set an example, and to like do this all publicly, it does kind of leave like a sour taste in not only like fans' mouths, but also like kids that look up to him. So I do think I'm not a fan of it, but at the same time, I could like kind of understand it to a point. But yeah, that's kind of my take.
Okay, so I'm kind of a fence rider on this. Okay, so on one hand, because you know, I support Man United. It's a dumpster fire, so I know kind of what they're going through. So on one hand, I look at this as like Matt said, like you're doing a job, you're getting paid. Like let's say hypothetically, if Isak got injured, right? He's going to want Newcastle to still pay him. He's not doing it, but he expect them to serve out their contract. So I think on the reverse end, you know, you should also award that. Okay. But I will say this also. If a player does not want to be at your club, let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Get the money that you want. From what I've heard, Liverpool has put in, maybe not to the exact evaluation that Newcastle believes, but again, that's where negotiations come through. But if somebody does not want to be there, let them go. Because then you get people like Jadon Sancho, who or Alex Garnacho, because he changed his name, wanting to go to Chelsea. Like you get that kind of drama and that player power. So like if people want to go, just let them go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not cool, because the part that I struggle with is like, for example, Rasmus Højlund. He wants to stay at Manchester United. He wants to fight, and Man United is doing everything in their power to get rid of him. So they're it's kind of like on the opposite end. So it's a fine line. Again, I think he should be a bit more professional, but also how much of this gets leaked outside of these players in the club, like journalists and people telling other people. Like, I don't think Isak really came out until he made this last statement. He basically just said, like, there's a lot of things that are being said that I haven't said, you know, whatever, we'll move on. So, again, it's just we're in a different age. We're in the digital age. I think he should be more professional. But, again, I think the club should also be whether or not there's a gentleman's agreement, be like, hey, if you don't want to be here, we will figure out a way to get you out of here for the right amount of money.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think some of it you got to throw back on the club.
Yeah.
Like, especially specifically the ones that are like, when players are actively like, hey, I want to leave. And they're like, nah, you know what? You can actually stay. We're going to have you stay. It's like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like it goes back and forth. And I know a lot of Newcastle fans, and this is the thing too. Like if Newcastle's winning without Isak, they'll be like, oh, I'm glad he's training, with the kids. Like, I don't ever want to see him again, yada, yada, yada. But if Newcastle started losing, they'd be like, just swallow it, let him play. And if Isak just shows up tomorrow and bangs out a hat trick, in a week or two, all the Newcastle fans are going to love him again.
Right, true.
It happens. We did it with Rooney. I'm sure players have done that with AC Milan, like Pirlo, like stuff like that. Like, it happens. But again, I think that this is one of those things where we get a peek behind the curtain. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Everything's ugly and stupid.
Yeah. Do you guys remember? That is a good point, Justin. Harry Kane wanted to move.
Yep.
Before he actually moved to Bayern, and he had like this gentleman's agreement with Daniel Levy
to go to City.
Right. Exactly. And Daniel Levy was like, sorry, bro. You're gonna fulfill this 6-year contract that your brother signed for you, like on like lower wages than what you deserve. And he came back and he like swallowed it and like he had to finish it out, whatever. But that's the only time I can think of where like he didn't just like Harry Kane being Harry Kane just like was like whatever, dude, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that this comes back to on agents and players. They need to pay more attention and be like, I need a release clause in this.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I want that shit in writing. Like, what we always say, like, if it's not in writing, it ain't true. Like, you can't just take people's words. It's not how it works. Put that shit in writing. Get your agent, because Harry Kane got screwed. Apparently, the same thing has happened with Isak. But on the reverse end, Colby, the question I want to ask you is: so you're saying you have these red flags, kind of in a way, for Isak. Now, you weren't as mad, but when Trent wanted to leave, I know a lot of Liverpool fans got upset and took that personally. And again, it was he kind of did the right way. He's like, I finished out my contract. I'm done. I'm leaving. Like, it's not my fault that they waited till the last minute to try to sign me and I don't want to sign now. So how do you feel being kind of like seeing both ends of that same argument?
I think Trent left very amicably, and I think that look, I don't live in Liverpool, just a guy in the US from my point of view. I thought he did it very amicably, and I wish him the best. And I think that the fact that the people of Liverpool and the fans over there got so up in arms about it was just a complete overreaction. Like that kid gave you so much.
Yeah.
He gave you so much.
He literally won you everything.
What do you everything? Like what? Yeah. I don't know what more you want of him. I don't know why your expectations of him were to like stay and keep playing there. Like he deserves to leave. So
yeah.
And I think he did that in one of the best ways possible. So
yeah, I think the main issue there was the fact that it just got leaked like a year before it happened. So everyone was just like, they knew so early, they were just freaking out just to freak out.
Right.
Yeah. And again, I think a lot of times too, again, we don't live there, so we can only speak from the outside, to an extent. But I think like a lot of, especially when it's like a homegrown talent, they feel like, your family, it's part of one of us, and now you're saying like you don't want to be part. So people take it very like personal, and it's not supposed to be personal. It's just a game. Yeah. It's a job. It's work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So sorry, that was a long-winded answer to your question. I apologize.
No.
Okay, so before we get out of here, we are going to do one question that we got asked. This was a couple weeks ago, and Chris sent it in after, but he said, it was Chris Bottle. He said, has there ever been a concept boot that you saw that you were like, I want to make that like real. I want that to be like the next inline thing.
Concept boot. I feel like there's just been a lot of remake concepts that it's like, oh, that would be cool. You know what I mean?
I have one.
Go for it.
I forget the exact name of this boot, so I apologize. But the F50 Spider. I think it was like the point. I don't know, something.
I think it's just the F50.
Yeah, it's just just the standard F50. But if you've watched, I forget the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Santiago Nunez goal. Yeah. The boots he wears. Yeah, those, but with the new F50 sole plate.
Okay.
I think those would be fantastic. Just like
Right.
a modern version of those. God,
Okay.
I would get those in a heartbeat.
Okay, cool. Colby, do you have one?
Not off the top of my head, but
Okay.
I will say Chris Pottle does some good work on Instagram.
Yeah,
like
he does.
Fire designs.
Yeah. To be honest, I think Chris actually made a mock-up of what I'm
In
talking
your
about.
head?
Yeah, and I think I probably saw it from his page. So
Yeah, he did one pack that I loved that it was like outer space print. And, ever since the CR7
yep.
Vapor 9s, I've always loved that. But the one for me is the one he actually ended up making because we had talked about it. But it was the parlay pack on like the on the Predator 24, the FT, so now the 25. I would love to see like that white with the blue and the stitch lines. I would love to see
Ooh.
another parlay.
on an
Predator.
FT, that would be sick.
Yeah, I think that'd be super
Yeah.
cool.
I
So
think to do another parlay pack now would be pretty dope. I think that would go well.
I think you
Honestly,
should just buy some Skechers, Justin.
I could do that. Everybody else is getting free Skechers. I'll go buy them.
yeah.
Free Under Armour too.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, that QR pack, I'll get it one day. All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm sweating. I've got to get out of this garage. Matt, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Burns Boots on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Colby.
You guys can find me at Kid with Kolbs on Instagram and on YouTube. Also, I have my own store, which is called thewashbros.com. Go check out my t-shirt designs there. And we got our first affiliate with some grip socks with our friends over at Advant Edge with code Bootcast. So check them out. Use our code. I love their stealth socks. Yeah.
Perfect. We will link those down in the bio. Or in the description, whatever the heck we call it. You can find me at Texas Cleat Collector on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can find us at Bootcast Pod. And let us know in the comments. Are you going to pick up the Obsidian Strike? If you are you going to get it in FG, AG, and why? And while you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, turn the bell on, do all that stuff. Help us out. We're growing. We need more affiliates and partnerships. And until next week, guys. See ya!
Bye, guys.
See ya.